What's up, guys? This is Dragon. I'm testing out this using my phone mount on my motorcycle helmet just to try some point of view video that might be more interesting to watch, than just a stationary video. But I wanted to run a test of my air up and down time with the new upgraded air compressor that I've been working on. I added a lot of cool features to this. I want to see how hot it gets, and I want to see how quick it can air up from 20 psi to 36 psi on my four 32-inch tires. It just helps you a lot off-road with getting back on the road quicker at the end of a nice trail. I'm going to run it off of this jumper battery I made. It's like about 16 volts when it's full, so about 15 volt battery, nominal. Lithium ion, and these just plug together with these Anderson connectors. But I guess first we are going to set a timer and see how long it takes me to air down to 20 psi. Let's see, stopwatch and reset. Okay, let's go. Gonna grab my 4-tire inflator, start laying it out. So I can start letting air out. Open this guy up. To zoom out a little bit. Just put that right there. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now all 4 tires are airing down at the same time. You can kind of check out the pressure here. So if I shut that, it'll tell me currently we're at 30 from 36. Just leave that open, give it a minute, about 2 minutes in. But luckily, that's all the labor you have to do. You could just kind of let it chill while you do other stuff with your car. The only way I could really make this air down quicker is if I remove the valve stems, but that's always kind of stressful. I timed it taking the valve stem out of one tire, and it took me about a minute to get one from 36 to 20. So you could theoretically remove one valve stem, move to another tire, remove its valve stem, and then put the other one back in the first tire, and maybe you might shave off a minute or two doing that. But I don't know. It stresses me out taking the valve stems out if I don't have to. And I just like using my little blue tube on the YouTube. So we're at 3 minutes now. $25. Oop. Yeah, I like having this little jumper battery handy. There's a lot of different things you could do with this. You could run an inverter off of it. You can run the air compressor. It can run any kind of power tool. I mean, These batteries were from an e-bike. They're not really the best quality batteries, but I think they're 2,500 milliamps a piece. And then there's 20 on each series in parallel, 4 series. So positive here, negative here, and the power kind of goes through like that, just for ease of assembly. So it's pretty lightweight. I mean, it almost has as much power as a car battery, so you could actually jump off your car with this. And it's just batteries I already had on hand that were still good from a bike battery that went bad. So I figured I'd make something useful out of it. I put a little 35 amp fuse on it, but if I'm jumping a car, obviously I'll just tie straight into the main power wires there. People say that nickel strip will glow if you're trying to start something too big, but you know, I've started V6s and V8s with it. Let's check that pressure again. All right, we're basically at 20 psi. I think that'll come back up. And over here, we're about 5 minutes, give or take. So nothing's really changed there. Haven't really updated that system at all. You know, the restriction is mostly the valve stem and the tire. So anyways, the cool thing that I've upgraded is I put high flow fittings on these guys. So I could plug that straight into there. And basically, we're going to reset this. I think last time we did a 10-minute air up time, so we're going to try to do better than that this time. So, we're going to plug that guy in, start running. Just an adapter that I would use with a standard tire Schrader valve on it to airflow fitting. Yeah, the cool thing about that jumper battery is it's a much higher voltage, so it's pushing more air. Because I was testing the voltage drop at the compressor, it was like only getting like 11 volts off my car battery, dropping about a volt. So I figure if that's 15 volts, then it'll drop a volt. It'll be at 14 volts at the compressor, which is about as much voltage as I want to push through it. That's what it's rated for, 12 to 14 volts. It does get a little hotter with the extra power, and we'll measure it with this guy. Yeah, not terribly hot yet. We'll see how it is at the end of the cycle. It's my little workbench. Bench power supply. Got from the thrift store. Klein multimeter, soldering station. Just all the basic tools and stuff that you would want. Got all my sanding, buffing stuff out now. I was buffing the headlights, getting them shiny again. A little power sander, 1200 grit, 2000 grit, and then a buffing wheel with white buffing compound will get them pretty much perfectly clear again, as they should be. Get rid of all the headlight fog. This is my tool drawer. My sister gave me the toolbox, but I keep impact sockets, wrenches, driver bits. That one's empty. Like tap and die and helicoils, bolt extractors, and then impact stuff. Little tour there for you. Oh, so let's see where we're at. Oh, we're already at 30. That's good. 30 psi by 3 minutes 20 seconds. You could drive the highway on 30 psi. To 150 on this cylinder. 135 on the one with the cooling. This one used to get hotter than this one, but since I added the fan, now this one gets a little hotter than that one. So I might put a fan on this one now just to increase the duty cycle a bit. But anything less than like 200 degrees is going to be fine for this thing. But really you want to reduce the heat for longevity. The manifold doesn't really get hot at all. It's just warm. It's a little hot there. A little hot there, but this cools it all down. The aluminum's cool to the touch, warm to the touch, whatever. Of course, the battery is just pumping right along. So it's probably drawing about 30 amps because it's not blowing a 35 amp fuse. I've got a 40 amp relay I put in. It's triggered by this pressure switch. So it shuts off when the compressor gets to 120 psi, which is nice, as opposed to having an on-off switch. I could put an on-off switch in series with these wires, but I just don't feel like it's necessary really. I could just unplug it. So why add another failure point? Let's see where we're at. Oh, we're at 35 in 5 minutes 20 seconds. Doing a lot better. On the manifold. Just a little warm, but not anywhere near as hot as it used to get. So we're at 36 psi now at 6 minutes. So that is a big improvement. That's almost 100% improvement over what we had last time. So really happy with this. All these modifications really worked out. I think it'll save me a lot of time, let me run this thing more often, use it with my air tank to run impact tools and things out on the trail. Run this guy with a recoil hose and an impact wrench, and you can do a lot of damage to anything you gotta fix out on the trail. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'm happy with how much quicker this thing is now. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you like this kind of content. Always trying to make good off-road content, whether it's hiking or motorcycling or off-road 4x4, you know. And leave a comment below with anything maybe you'd like to see in our next video. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Dragging out.